Alright, we're now taking you to an entirely different story. We're switching focus down south to Karnataka, where following a statement made by the Chief Minister last week, we're now learning that Karnataka is going to be forming its own committee to replace the National Education Policy 2020 with a new state education policy. Remember, the Chief Minister had made a statement suggesting exactly this last week. This is also something the Congress hinted at when they were polling during the elections. Now, specifically, I believe DKS, that is DK Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of the state of Karnataka, he said, we will scrap the NEP in Karnataka, we'll bring a new state education policy. He's also said a committee will be formed. Take a look at what the Deputy Chief Minister had to say.
Series of meeting with all the vice chancellors, education experts and various academicians, including our officials. As we have decided in our manifesto, today we had gone very deep to it. We heard them. As you rightly know that the national education policy was being brought from 2021, but still in many states where BJP ruling states, none of the states have taken interest and they have not adopted in the state. But various states like Tamil Nadu and Kerala, they have already rejected it. It is a state subject. We have looked deeply. Karnataka has a very big strength on the education policies. We have a big human resource power. This is the knowledge capital. We have the highest number of international schools, primary schools, engineering colleges, medical colleges, nursing colleges. We have our own system of quality education. We have stood in the entire country. So today we have examined all those aspects. We have decided we are going to scrap the national education policy which has been adopted by the BJP government. From next year we are coming out with a new Karnataka education policy. This is what the government of Karnataka has decided today. We are going to form a committee within a week. A new committee will look into those aspects. We will look on the international agenda, the national agenda. We want to look at the future of the children of Karnataka.
We had a
Okay, my colleague Harish Upadhyay is with us right now to bring us more in terms of details. Harish, we know that Karnataka was actually one of the first states to implement the NEP. This was back when Karnataka was obviously underneath the BJP government. Now, with DK Shivakumar making this statement, though it is largely expected, it follows on the lines of what the Chief Minister said last week. Still, what does this effectively mean for the young students across Karnataka?
Well, at least for one batch of students who are already studying under NEP, there would be some confusion. Higher Education Minister stating there that a committee will be formed soon and they perhaps will curtail some of these 4-year courses to 3 years. And the Higher Education Minister promising there won't be any confusion, saying that the students themselves want some of these courses to be 3-year ones, go back to the earlier regime. And he's saying this will be sorted out in the coming months. But clearly, till that happens, the students who are currently in 3rd year would be in utter confusion. The government saying that there's already a Knowledge Commission report that was submitted during Siddaramaia's tenure as the Chief Minister, his first tenure as the Chief Minister, that perhaps will become the base for the forming of the new state education policy.
Okay, Harish, since the NEP 2020 was introduced, we know that the key criticism that's come in is that the policy has a number of infrastructural changes that it suggests, like, for example, vocational training for students from class 6 and 7. States have complained that that might be hard to implement on the ground. But what specifically has the Karnataka Chief Minister said about the NEP? Can you tell us?
Well, 2-3 major issues that the state government has with NEP that goes back to the old system of education. Pre-independence is one argument. Second, they're saying that they've used NEP to push some of the topics or subjects close to BJP's ideology. Third, they are saying the kind of changes suggested under NEP can't be implemented because the Higher Education Ministry, the MHRD, hasn't given enough money to the State Higher Education Ministry to have the kind of infrastructure required to implement the NEP and the changes that the NEP talks about. So they are saying it's better for us to go back to a new regime that will look at students and modern methods of teaching and assessment, and also clear out any topics that we believe has been implemented to placate BJP's ideology. That's the argument. of the state government.
Okay, all right. Can I, Harish, just ask you to stay with us? S. Prakash from the BJP is with us right now. Sir, thank you for joining us this afternoon on CNN News 18. Sir, DK Shivakumar taking further a statement that we know the Chief Minister of Karnataka had already made, that the Karnataka government very much plans to remove the NEP. Now, the Karnataka government, sir, has been consistent. The Congress has been consistent on their opposition to the NEP. They've had a number of issues with it. We've just discussed that with our audiences. So, what do you have to say with the Karnataka government now announcing a timeline to this change?
No, they have decided to play with the future of the students. And just because they have won the election in Karnataka Assembly post, they believe they should reverse all the decisions of the previous government, whether good or bad. Even without applying their mind to the new education policy completely, they are already making reckless statements and ridiculous statements are being made by several ministers.
But Congress leaders have argued this was a poll promise of theirs, so citizens knew what they were voting for, sir. To that, what do you have to say?
No, they did not vote for any change of NEP. 100 issues will be in the election. They can always claim that we had said it earlier, we had said it this, we said that. It is not because of their commitment to change the NEP. The people of Karnataka voted. People had accepted the NEP and they were all made up their mind. But now this government is bent upon changing everything. And it is it is for the central government to take the issue with the state government, or somebody has to go to the court and prevent this irresponsible decision of the state government.
Okay.